The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
2nd and 7. And his throw here is incomplete.
Jalen Hyatt is the intended target.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground to get him some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And the Giants send out their punter now.
Deep to return is Calvin Austin.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second. And then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He'll drop to throw.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Got a man over the incomplete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they got 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I have to tell you this a long time.
Back to football. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sanders' kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Hurts throw brought in by Alston.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles, first down, 18 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 33 and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The Eagles at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
You look at this Eagle defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Barkley, inside handoff. Powering his way forward, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Giants are able to add on to that lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
63.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Taken down at the 42. For this, the second meeting of these two teams, you might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Austin, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, McClain, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second down and 6 now. They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This one from 46 yards out. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Completed to Hyatt. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football. Field right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles. After your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of a quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Up the middle with Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. But first down, Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2 yards to go, second down.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point up and good. That'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 75 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll run on 1st down. McLean. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. McLean, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run it here to the 10-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll try the left side. McLean.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
His throw caught right around the 6, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that was too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
73.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's in. Touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, now how about this return?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Good running
coming from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. From the 16, Hurts. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, too.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
The third down throw incomplete as well.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense, they force the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants now down by 2. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
He dumps it off to Barkley.
And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. But you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements, it's significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play, Charles.